Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Florence. I'm a Cameroonian living in Japan. Today's video, I want to share with you some very interesting facts about Japanese people you probably didn't know. Anyway, first of all, before I get to the video, I want to appreciate all my subscribers and all those that have been watching my videos. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for always being there for me. I appreciate you a lot. So I want to talk about interesting things about Japanese people, what I have noticed, and these things are really interesting to me, and I want to share these things with you guys. So the first interesting thing about Japanese people is that when you're talking to a Japanese person, they will always answer you like yes. They will never say no. If you're trying to explain yourself to them, they'll always be saying yes, yes, and yes, like hi, hi, hi in Japanese. Okay, now the fact that they are answering yes doesn't mean that they are agreeing to what you are saying, but for them that is just the way they see it, the way they have to do it. Like they have to answer everything you say yes, 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 yes. That is how Japanese people behave. But compared to where I'm coming from in Cameroon, if something is no, it should be a no, it's not a yes. Like you say something to someone and the person keeps answering yes, you feel like the person is agreeing with you. No, Japanese people are not agreeing with you. The fact that they are saying yes doesn't mean they are in any way agreeing with you over what you are saying. Interesting thing about Japanese people I have seen is the fact that when you're also talking to them, they will close their eyes like this and just be nodding their head like hi and still be answering hi, yes. And for me, it's very interesting to see that you're talking to someone and the person closes their eyes and they're not answering yes, yes, yes. Unlike to some other places or some other countries, if I'm talking to you and you close your eyes, like in my country, if I'm talking to you and you close your eyes, it shows some level of disrespect. But in Japan, it is just an interesting fact, or it is just something that to them is like a culture. So I was talking with one of my colleagues and I asked him, why do Japanese people close their eyes? Why answering yes when you're talking to them? And he told me it is normal, because I noticed when I was talking to him, his eyes were closed anyway. And later when I finished talking, I asked him, he said yes, it is normal to them for them to close their eyes, and the reason why they do so is because they want to understand everything you were talking. So guys, the third interesting thing about Japanese people I love so much is that when you are still talking to them, I'm still never cut you short. Unlike an African, if you're talking to your African brother or your African sister or from someone from the same place in Africa, from my country, let me use my country as an example. If I'm talking to a friend and she doesn't agree with what I'm saying, she will cut me short. And sometimes she might even tell me, listen, let me tell you something, or she will tell me wait. But for Japanese people, it's not like that. It is not proper to cut someone short when the person is talking, like to go in between, cut in between the person's conversation or what the person is trying to say, explanation to you. In Japan, it is not right. That is another interesting fact I love about Japanese people. Even if you are wrong, even if you're making a mistake while you are talking, they will listen to you talk till you end and they will respond to you later. It's not like us African, we talk, sometimes we engage in a conversation as if we are quarreling. It is different to Japanese people. For Japanese people, they have to listen to you talk and then they respond. It is not you talk, I talk, you talk, I talk. It's as if we are quarreling or we are in some sort of argument. In Japan, it's not like that. Another interesting fact about Japanese people is that they will smile at you to make you feel comfortable, but that doesn't mean they truly like you. Yes, they will smile, they will welcome you, they will just to make you feel comfortable, but that doesn't mean they like you anyway. It is just a culture to them to smile at you, to make you feel happy. You don't have to feel uncomfortable. You don't have to feel sad or lonely. But they truly, in your mind, they don't like you. So there's just no way they can change that. It is interesting to me, but if you ask me, I don't know how to hide my feelings. Once I am angry, I am angry. Once I don't like something, I don't like it. And they also have this attitude, this character in them that if you do something, it is very difficult for a Japanese person to tell you directly to your face, like, this thing you did is wrong. They will just pile and pile and pile, and they will just call you up one day to tell you these things you did. Unlike in my country, if I hurt you or if I do something wrong at my job site, my manager or director will easily tell you straight to your face or call you up immediately to tell you. But in Japan, it is not so. They will not tell you your mistakes. They will not tell you your errors. They will not tell you what you have done wrong. They will just keep smiling at you. Even while you were doing the thing, they will still keep smiling, make you feel happy. And you might think that this thing you're doing is actually right, but not knowing that it is wrong. The next thing about Japanese people I love that is interesting is the fact that they can gossip. Yes, they can gossip very well. Like, if you tell someone, if you're in the office, you're working somewhere and you happen to have a Japanese friend, you tell him or her something, or you just say something like very casual, not really a very important thing, don't be shocked to hear every other person in the office talking about that issue. Like, every other person is discussing about it, everyone in the office is talking about it, and they will just be asking you. It's to them, it's not a kind of something they are hiding. They are not actually hiding it. So they will just be coming to you and asking you, this person told me this. Like, they don't really know how to keep it. They don't know how to keep some things to themselves. So when you tell them, if you're telling them something, be ready to hear from every other person. It is just like a small Japanese kid or a student, when they see you with a kind of hair, if they see you with a kind of dress, they'll have to touch. If they are 15 in number, everybody will look at you. There you know they are talking about you. That is another thing about them. That is interesting. It is easy for you to know if a Japanese person is talking about you, because once they start talking about you, all their eyes are on you. And I'm so used to it, so much so that when you're looking at me, I don't move my eyes from them. I can also look at them very well to let them know I am also looking at them and I know they are talking about me. So I really don't care. So that is one interesting thing about them. Another one is the fact that Japanese people will hardly tell you anything about themselves. They are very secretive, but they want you to tell them everything about you. They want to know your love life. They want to know your boyfriend. They want to know your girlfriend. They want to know if you have a kid. They want to know if your boyfriend is Japanese. They want to know if your husband is Japanese. They want to know where you live. Yes, Japanese people want to know where you live. For that, I don't really know. But if you ask them, where do you live? They will just say, just call a place. But for you, they will ask you and precise, like which area, where precisely. Not that they want to visit you, no. They want to know your accommodation status. That is one thing I've noticed in Japan. They want to know your accommodation status. If it's very expensive, if it's very cheap, if it's... I really don't know. That is one interesting thing about Japanese people. And the last thing about Japanese people that I also find interesting is that what they find interesting to them or what makes them laugh might never make you laugh. They laugh over things that is not interesting to me. They scream over things that are not relevant. And they'll always tell you your hair is beautiful, your dress is beautiful, but once you tell them theirs is beautiful, they just behave funny. They will never tell you. I've never said to any of my colleagues, I've never told any of my colleagues, oh, I love your dress, and they said thank you. Like, they just like wave at it, but they'll always come, oh, I love your hair, I love your dress, and you'll be there responding thank you. Isn't that funny? It's kind of funny, and they want to touch your hair. They want to know how it is made. They want to know if it's fake or it's real, and they want to touch even your real hair. They want to touch your real hair. But the bad thing about them is that you can't touch their hair. Yes, Japanese people don't like people who touch. They don't like too many who likes to touch. They don't like you, but they want to touch your things. Anyway guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please do not forget to subscribe. Click the red button that says subscribe, and equally turn on the notification bell, so every time I upload a video you will be notified. See you in my next video. Goodbye.